let me introduce you to a man that made revolution too loud for censorship. Fela Kuti was arguably the most sensational and controversial musician from the African continent. Despite constant vexation from the Nigerian government, Kuti prevailed as a revolutionary international superstar, directly inspiring musicians from the global West, such as Bootsy Collins, Talking Heads, and even Paul McCartney. Fela Ransome Kuti was born on October 15, 1938 in Nigeria during British rule. Fela was born to a family of tenacious anti-colonialists. Fela's parents recognized his extraordinary musical ability from an early age and invested in music lessons. His biography, Finding Fela, describes guests visiting the Kuti household being entertained by 8-year-old Fela's performances on the trumpet, piano, and saxophone. Fela began college in 1958. Like most African children, Fela's parents gave him only 2 career paths: doctor or lawyer. But Fela already made up his mind to study music at London's prestigious Trinity College. Cultural historian Peter Colshaw wrote an article in The Guardian delving deeper into Fela's musical pilgrimage. While studying in Europe, Kuti absorbed diverse musical styles. Back home, the highlife genre was growing in popularity, but he still preferred jazz. His mom encouraged him to start playing music his people will understand. So, Fela shifted from highlife to high profile. He started using music as a tool for his political activism, blending contemporary jazz and African meter. The songs are freehand instrumental in the first half, with the lyrics in the second half being a combo of Yoruba and Pidgin. He called this fusion Afrobeat, and is the predecessor of the African music we hear on the radio today. After Nigeria's 1960 independence, political unrest inspired Fela's sharp wit into song. His song Confusion depicts difficult living conditions in the post-colonial capital. Fela Kuti also criticized what he dubbed colonial mentality, social conventions brought by imperialism, especially with religion or gender, as Ime Ekpo from OK Africa puts it. In tracks like Shuffering and Smiling, Fela boldly mocked blind devotion to both Christianity and Islam, even going so far as to parody their prayers.
Spirit from heaviness. Muslims go, they call Allahu Akbar.
It's at this time when Fela Ransome Kuti dropped his colonizer name and replaced it with the Yoruba
Anikulakbo. I have death in my pouch. I can't die.
Another track, titled Lady, takes jabs at Nigerians' idolization of British gender ideals.
She go say him equal to man. She go say him get power like man. She go say anything man do himself he do.
But most importantly, he directly accused the Nigerian government of corruption. His song Zombie was the final nail in the coffin. Zombie was a scathing critique of the Nigerian military, whom Kuti describes as mindless zombies, bound to the command of their master.
Zombie not go stop unless you tell him to stop. Zombie not go turn unless you tell him to turn. Zombie not go think unless you tell him to think.
The Nigerian government responded with swift brutality. You see, when Fela wasn't sparking resistance, he was sparking up. Here's how Amnesty International tells the story. Fela was smoking some weed with his friends and 27 wives, as per usual. Their smoke sesh was suddenly interrupted by a dozen armed police officers raiding his property. Fela rushed to flush his dope down the toilet, but the cops conveniently discovered a joint on him. But Fela discovered it first, and swallowed it. The cops realized they had no choice but to wait for nature to do its thing. After 3 days, their search came back empty. Nobody quite knows what happened, but either way, they were forced to let him go. Fela responded by taunting the officers and dropping the album Expensive.
This shit could be the last way I go like to see. Not be so for some fools way I know.
This was just one of over 200 raids and arrests made over his lifetime, with everything from currency smuggling to even kidnapping. No lie, that stat comes straight from the New York Times. Fela's impactful career came to an end in 1967, when he passed away due to complications from AIDS. Fela Kuti made music to be felt. His voice sounded like fire. He made anthems that rocked the African continent. This is Fela Kuti, Africa's boldest, loudest voice.